So today's look is a prom makeup look. I used the 350 palette from Morphe to create this. I had a lot of fun creating it. It has a bright pink lip in it with sparklies on the lid. Oh yeah, sparkles on the lid, and a nice thick wing eyeliner. Yeah, this is the look. So if you want to know how to get this look, just keep watching. Bye!
Well, hello everyone. So today I'm going to be starting off with my brows, and I'm going to be using the Anastasia brow definer in the shade dark brown to fill them in. And I just comb them through with a spoolie, and I am starting off on the bottom of my brow to fill it in and going across the top and filling in the rest. Okay, so now I'm going to clean up my brows with a concealer, and I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade Fair. And I'm just blending that out with a little eyeliner brush and my finger. Now I'm just going to prime my eyes with that same Maybelline concealer, and I'm just going over all of my lid to conceal. I'm going to be using a damp Real Techniques complexion sponge to blend that concealer in. And I'm just using patting motions across my lid to do so. To set the concealer, I'm going to be using the Rimmel Stay Matte Long Lasting Pressed Powder in the shade Transparent with my Morphe E48 brush. And I'm just applying that all over my lids. So for eyeshadow, I'm going to be using the Morphe 350 palette. I'm in love with this palette. It's just so great for warm colors and neutral colors, everything. So I'm just taking this brown shade on my Morphe M441 brush and blending that into my crease and using circular motions to do so and windshield wiping motions. Now I'm going to take this darker brown color and apply that on my outer crease, and this is just going to create more depth in my crease. And I'm just blending that on the lower part of my crease, not as high as we went with the other shade, with a Morphe M433 brush. I'm going to turn my brush to the side just to help blend those shades out, just so we don't have any harsh lines. So I'm going to take these two darker shades in the palette to intensify that crease even more, and I'm taking a very precise brush. This is the E36 brush by Morphe, and I'm just applying a little bit at a time. You don't want to put too much at a time of that shade, and I'm just blending that out back with the M433 brush to keep those shades lower in the crease. So now I'm just going to go back with the M441 brush to blend all of those shades out. Now for the star of the show, this is my favorite shade in the 350 palette by Morphe. It's just this very intense shimmery shade, and I'm going to be placing that on the inner part of my lid with an M421 brush, and I'm starting on the inner corner of my lid and going out and blending that out with those darker shades on the outer part of my eye. Now I'm going to take this light shimmery shade in the palette just to highlight my brow bone with an e.l.f. eyeshadow C brush. Just to make sure everything is well blended, I'm going to go back in with the M441 brush and blend all those shades out. For eyeliner, I'm going to be using the Mary Kay gel eyeliner in the shade black, and I'm going to be using an Eco Tools angled eyeliner brush to do so. This is my favorite eyeliner brush to apply gel eyeliner with. It is so precise and perfect. I just made a line on the outside of my eye and connected it to the inner part of my eye, and I'm just filling those lines in. So since I can never do eyeliner perfectly with gel eyeliner, I'm going to be going in with the NYC Liquid Eyeliner and filling in all these sparse areas and making those lines extra sharp. To clean up any fallout from the eyeshadows, I'm just going to be taking a makeup wipe and cleaning that up underneath my eyes. So for primer, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Baby Skin to fill in my pores. And I'm just going to be putting it in my T-zone area, on my nose, my forehead, my chin, and just rubbing that in. So for an actual primer, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Master Prime and applying that all over my face to make my makeup last all night for prom. For foundation, I'm going to be using the Makeup Forever HD foundation, and I'm just putting that on the back of my hand. I just did a few pumps and I'm applying it all over my face. And to buff that in, I'm going to be using the M439 brush by Morphe, and this is the best brush ever to buff in foundation with. It makes it look so flawless and so perfect, and it does not soak up that much product. It's an amazing brush. I'm just applying a small extra layer just to make it extra full coverage. And I'm going to put some around my nose just because I get red there. I'm going to go in with that same sponge just to make the foundation extra flawless. For concealer, I'm going to be going in with that Maybelline concealer, the Fit Me concealer, and I'm just making 2 triangles underneath my eyes to conceal my under eyes and to highlight as well. And I'm going to put some on the bridge of my nose, on my forehead, my cupid's bow, and my chin just to even out that highlight. And for contouring, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the shade Cafe, and I'm just going to be applying some around my forehead, in the hollows of my cheeks, and on the sides of my nose to snatch that nose, if you will. I'm going to take that same Real Technique sponge to blend all of this out. To clean up that cream contour underneath the hollows of my cheeks, I'm just going to place some of that lighter concealer underneath it. And also I'm going to put some in the inner corner of my eye to conceal as well. And blending that out again with the Real Technique sponge. To set the concealer underneath my eyes and on the highlighted parts of my face, I'm going to use the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder with my E48 brush. Start off with patting motions, and then you can rub in the powder just so you don't move around the concealer everywhere on your face. Now to set my whole entire face, I'm going to be taking the Airspun powder in Translucent with my E3 brush. For bronzer, I'm going to be taking this Soft Focus Finishing Powder with my M527 brush, and I'm placing that right where I put the cream contour on my forehead to warm up my forehead, and a little underneath the jaw just to slim everything out. For contouring, I'm going to be taking these 2 shades in the Anastasia contour kit, and I'm just going to be carving out my cheekbones just a little more with my M523 brush, just going right underneath the cheekbones. To contour my nose, I'm going to be taking those same 2 shades again with my E20 brush and just going on the sides and blending it out with circular motions. So now for baking, I'm going to be taking the Covergirl Loose Powder in Translucent Fair with my M459 brush, and I'm just going to let this sit here for a few minutes while I put some other products on my face. And I'm going to put some on the sides of my nose just to sharpen that contour. So for blush, I'm going to be taking the Milani Tea Rose Blush with my E4 brush, and it is just a very nice baby pink blush, and it just gives nice warmth to the cheeks. Now going back in with a 350 palette, I'm going to be mixing those 2 darker shades, and I'm placing that on my lower lash line with a definer brush, the M432 brush from Morphe. I'm going to take the L'Oreal Smoldering Eyes eyeliner in black, and I'm going to be tightlining with it and waterlining my eyes to smoke out that lower lash line. To blend all those shades out, I'm going to be taking that same transition shade from my eyeshadow and a pencil brush. It is the E18 brush. And I'm just blending all of those shades out on my lower lash line. Now going back in with that shimmery shade, I'm going to be taking my shader brush and applying that to the lower lash line and also on my inner corner just to highlight. Now I'm going to wipe away that bakage underneath my contour and on my nose. To highlight my face, I'm going to be taking the Physicians Formula Shimmer Strip in Miami with a e.l.f. blush brush, I believe. And I'm just going to be highlighting on the tops of my cheeks and on my nose and my cupid's bow. I thought I needed a little more highlight, so I'm going to be taking the Stila eyeshadow in Kitten with my Morphe M521 brush. I love this combination so much. It's so pretty. And I'm putting some on my nose and also my cupid's bow again. Now, since it looked like I had a zebra stripe on my face, I'm going back in with my E4 blush brush and a little blush just to blend out that highlight. For my lashes, I'm just going to go in with a spoolie just to separate my lashes. And I'm going to curl them with any curler. I think this is a Revlon curler. And I'm just going to give a few pumps on each side of my lashes just to give them a little curl. So for mascara, I'm going to be using the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and I love this mascara so much. It gives so much volume and length. It is the best mascara ever. I don't have a full size right now because I just ran out of it, so I'm using a travel size that I got from Sephora. And I'm putting some on my lower lashes as well. So for my lip color, I'm going to be taking the Milani lipstick in Matte Darling, and I love this color so much. It's so pretty for spring, and it's just this bright pink color, and it's matte, which is great as well. And I'm just placing that on my lips. For my lip gloss, just to make my lips a little poutier, I'm going to be taking the Revlon Super Lustrous Lip Gloss in the shade Pink Pop, and I'm just applying that to the center of my lips and all around. And this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time.